February 25th, Thursday, 2021. This is Luke chapter 29 through 26. Luke 29. He went on to tell the people this parable. A man planted a vineyard, rented it to some farmers, and went away for a long time. At harvest time, he sent a servant to the tenants so they would give him some of the fruit of the vineyard. But the tenants beat him and sent him away empty-handed. He sent another servant, but that one they also beat and treated shamefully and sent away empty-handed. He sent still a third, and they wounded him and threw him out. Then the owner of the vineyard said, "What shall I do? I will send my son, whom I love. Perhaps they will respect him." But when the tenants saw him, they talked the matter over. "This is the heir," they said. "Let's kill him, and the inheritance will be ours." So they threw him out of the vineyard and killed him. What then will the owner of the vineyard do to them? He will come and kill those tenants and give the vineyard to others. When the people heard this, they said, "God forbid." Jesus looked directly at them and asked, "Then what is the meaning of that which is written? The stone the builders rejected has become the cornerstone. Everyone who falls on that stone will be broken to pieces. Anyone on whom it falls will be crushed." The teachers of the law and the chief priests looked for a way to arrest him immediately because they knew he had spoken this parable against them, but they were afraid of the people. Keeping a close watch on him, they sent spies who pretended to be sincere. They hoped to catch Jesus in something he said, so that they might hand him over to the power and authority of the governor. So the spies questioned him. "Teacher, we know that you speak and teach what is right, and that you do not show partiality, but teach the way of God in accordance with the truth. Is it right for us to pay taxes to Caesar or not?" He saw through their duplicity and said to them, "Show me a denarius, whose image and inscription are on it." "Caesar's," they replied. He said to them, "Then give back to Caesar what is Caesar's, and to God what is God's." They were unable to trap him in what he had said there in public, and astonished by his answer, they became silent. The refusal of the leaders to accept Jesus' authority leads to this parable that not only clearly affirms that authority, but also alludes to Jesus' death and subsequent vindication. The parable draws its imagery from the Song of the Vineyard. Unlike the Isaianic story in which the vineyard was destroyed, in this parable, the tenants are the ones who will be judged. In Matthew and Mark, one of the servants is killed. In Luke, only the son is killed. The story tends more toward allegory than Jesus' parables usually do. The vineyard may be compared to Israel on the basis of Isaiah 5. The owner represents God, the son, Jesus. The tenants correspond to the religious leaders charged with cultivating Israel's religious life, and the servants to the prophets. This story also provides important information concerning Jesus' self-consciousness as the Messiah. Unique in this story is the reference to Jesus as the Son, and understanding that he represents the climax of all prophets and the expectation that he will suffer a violent death. In parabolic form, this story reaffirms the necessity of the suffering of the Messiah.